30% of MPs have criminal charges. One woman is raped every 20 minutes. The rupee has devaluated from 48 rupees to 61 rupees. Corruption is the gross domestic product of India. How can we change all of this?
We need to have big ideas for a better India. All intelligent people should come together.
I think if we can bring a cleaner, more honest way for the best and brightest to percolate to the top, you will see India become a major force in the world.
NRIs have seen democracy really work, and they can help propagate that in India.
I care because my motherland gave me an opportunity to be who I am today. Now it's my time to give back. Your voice can only be heard when you vote. A better India is better for the world.
We should care for our friends, our relatives, for the country of our birth, for our heritage. That's why it matters.
You can make a difference.
The largest nation-building movement in modern India. Over 1 million volunteers
working to clean up politics in 2014. Join the
I Vote for Better India campaign.
$30 can register 100 voters.
$200 can sponsor a university voter drive.
You can make a difference.
You can make a difference.
You can make a difference.
Vote-a-thon, because only youth can drive a change.
Make India a better place to live. And make it free from corruption and self-reliant.
Even today, almost half of the people eligible to vote do not vote in India. I Vote for a Better India aims to increase awareness about the importance of voting, especially among the youth, register around 1 lakh people per constituency and increase voter turnout by more than 20%. Looking at it from another lens, this is one of the largest nation-building activities being undertaken in modern times, with an aim to register more than 30 million voters and a volunteer base of more than 1 million. So how do we achieve this? Here is an overview. OVBI campaign is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1, voter registration and deletion. We will assist individuals to register for voting. OVBI aims to register around 1 to 1.5 lakh people per constituency. With an aim of targeting more than half of all constituencies, we aim to register around 30 million people over the next 4 months. We will be equally involved in voter deletion. This will help clean the electoral rolls and reduce bogus voting. Phase 2 is dedicated to voter awareness. We will be educating individuals, especially the youth, through various channels including social media and other media. In each parliamentary constituency, there are around 1,500 voting booths. In Phase 3, to make sure people come out and vote, each booth will have around 2 volunteers who will help in increasing voter turnout. Eventually, OVBI will be working with a team of more than 3,000 volunteers in each constituency and potentially around 1 million volunteers on election day. The strength of OVBI lies in its leader structure, starting at the base with assembly constituency leaders, moving to parliamentary constituency managers, and then to the regional leaders, and finally to the top, the state leaders for each of states. Additionally, there is a core national team supporting this entire team with functions such as media, advertising, technology and systems. Let us now examine this structure. A parliamentary constituency is generally divided into 6 assembly constituencies. The candidates winning the state election are called MLAs. Each MLA represents their assembly constituency. OVBI will appoint 2 to 3 constituency leaders for each assembly constituency. An assembly constituency can be divided into 3 major zones: neighborhoods, colleges and corporates. Depending on the capability, volunteers will be assigned the roles of leaders for these zones. Each assembly constituency leader will be responsible for creating a team of 500 leaders and volunteers. Working as a team, each assembly constituency leader will aim to register approximately 20,000 voters in his or her constituency. Moving up a level, the constituency manager will be responsible for these constituency leaders and their team of 3,000 volunteers. He or she will be in charge for the entire parliamentary constituency. The parliamentary constituencies in one district will be under a regional leader supervision. The regional leaders will coordinate with the constituency managers of the district, keep track of the progress and help them through the campaign. the team of regional leaders in a state will be managed by the respective state leader. With the collective effort of all the leaders and volunteers, IVBI campaign will have a really strong base for this campaign. For the rural zones, IVBI will select 4 leaders from Youth Leadership Training Program or YLTP for each parliamentary constituency. They will use one van for 3 constituencies to move from village to village. They will be working with the village sarpanch conducting satsangs and meetings. They will motivate village leaders to conduct registration drives. We expect the first phase of voter registration and awareness to continue until January or February, depending on the elections. A large inter-college competition, Votathon, will also be launched during this phase, with colleges from around the country competing for some amazing prizes. Phase 2 will be for 2 months before the election period and will focus mainly on voter awareness. While the awareness drive continues, volunteers will also start working at booth level. Phase 3 will be the culmination of the work over the last few months to achieve the targeted voter turnout. To ensure this, major focus will be at booth level. Using all the data collected during the campaign, it will be our duty to see that voters come and cast their vote on this important day. We can make a difference. We will make a difference. Come, join this historic movement and be a part of one of the largest nation-building activities of our modern times. Vande Mataram. Reach us at voteforabеттerindia@gmail.com or log on to www.ivoteforabetterindia.in. Also, you can... India, a country with deep roots and a rich diversity. The country with the largest democracy in the world. The ability to choose your rulers through an election is an important component of a democratic society. Did you exercise your right in 2009? Usually the excuses for not voting are many. A general belief that my vote does not count. मेरे अकेले के वोट करने से क्या होगा? Or that the voting day is just a holiday. I had plans with my family. Some had to catch the latest movie with their friends. Or there is a general disappointment with the system, like there are no good candidates to vote for. Or a general apathy, wondering if there even was an election in 2009. All this gives rise to a staggering fact. According to statistics, only 54% of the eligible voters come out and vote on the day of election. A democracy should be a government which is by the people, for the people, and of the people. Can we say it is true for India? Every single vote is important. Let's recreate an election scenario. In any constituency, on an average, only 54% of the people vote. The winning party usually receives 16 to 20% of the votes out of the 54%, and the winning margin of the party is often less than 5%. This means that the fate of whole country is in hands of this candidate, a person who has just been elected by 16 to 20% of the people who voted for him. This kind of imbalance creates a vicious cycle. The winning candidate does not care about the problems of the non-voters. People eventually lose faith in the system and give up their right of voting, thinking that it does not even matter anymore. While the candidate continues to serve the small group of society that has voted for him, the vicious cycle continues. In fact, by not voting, you are giving up your right to complain. The candidate is actually doing his job and serving the people who put him there. Your vote can help change this system. In the current system of the government, it is by, for, and of the small group of the people who are part of this process. But all this can change. The winning margin for a candidate in an election is less than 5%. So if we assume a neighborhood to have around 1,000 people, if 50 new people come and vote for a candidate, it can change the whole equation. If from every neighborhood 200 new people come and vote, we could make a completely new person win the election. This is why your vote is really important. His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar said, "It is the apathy of an individual that has brought us to this state." It is time for us to change it. It's high time we realize that voting is equally, if not more important, as getting an admission in college or applying for a passport. We have around 150 million people with the age group of 18 to 22 who will be voting this year. More than 50% of them are not registered yet. It is time to work towards a just,